All right. Hi, everybody. I'm kind of late. Um, Somebody was knocking and others didn't hear. Okay. So today we're going to do something new-ish. Yeah, it's pretty new. We're going to go through the pronouns. Remember I told you. Some pronouns. So, though a controversial topic in the 21st century, but we're going to brave the storm together, right? Okay. There you go. You can see that, I hope. Yay! You can. Right. Just change this. Change the video from this side.
Top, not.
There we go. Okay. Nice. Make it nice and large. Okay, Hebrew pronouns. So we're going to start with the personal pronouns. We're going to try to say them together and memorize as much as we can. Like here, you just have to keep using them within their sentences, within their context, and try and figure it out this way. And hopefully they'll help you commit them to memory. Okay, so the first personal pronoun is ani. I will send out this as a PDF form to you, and I will put the code there as well. I know there's no code there at the moment. I'm just it takes a little bit of time for me to put on it, but ani is I, and that would be common for male and female. Okay, so that will be the same. So for instance, for the second personal pronoun, ata, you, the big difference between the masculine and the feminine. There'll be a difference, like a key difference, because like when you say I, you can say I, and you can say I. But when I say you, I don't differentiate. Like I can even mean plural. We'll see that's also different. So ata, ish, at, isha. And also they have to agree. So the gender has to agree with the object. Okay? So I cannot say ata isha. Ata ish.
And what's ish?
At ish. So ish is a man, isha is a woman. All right. Okay. Who is he? And he and she. We have that joke already.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's coming up every time.
I know.
It's a joke.
It's so hard to resist. Anyway, who is he and he is she? Okay. Who? He. Who ish? He isha. Or maybe something will be more memorable, more. Do you know more better? Is that like being more familiar to you, like from a homework? So who more? By the way, who we covered that word, right? Who more? He mora. Who more? He mora. Now it's the plural. We. Anachnu. Or I say anachnu.
Anachnu.
Great. So anachnu, there is an abbreviated version of the same word, which is shorter. We can say anu.
Anu.
Anu is we as well. It's just shorter. You could say it's even more formal.
New formal.
Yeah. So more commonly אנחנו is used rather than an. So I'm not stressing it out, like as if it's anything important. Now you, plural and masculine would be atem. As Brent, Micah, Brent, ויואב, אתם בנים, או גברים, they're all men. Mary Ellen, Marissa, אתן נשים. Okay, I can't say אתם נשים. אתן נשים. And I think we did say this, but when there's a group of people, I can refer to all of you as in the masculine plural. So atem anashim, you're all people. Atem anashim. Atem, kulchem, all of you. Anashim. So far, so good. Hem is they. Right? So they, hem, gvarim. Hem, nashim. Maybe it will help you, like if you say hem, gvarim, hen, nashim, so the noon might help you. Hen, nashim. They are women. Hen, nashim. Gotta remember the N. Maybe that's helpful. Hem, gvarim. So like the same thing with a tem and a ten. Tem, gvarim, a ten, nashim. Maybe that's helpful.
That is helpful.
Okay. Let's see here. So Hebrew pronouns agree in gender and a number. So singular, plural, masculine, or feminine, with the subject they're referred to. Like this was our practice just now with hem, gvarim, and nashim. Okay. Hebrew doesn't have a formal you. Okay. Well, this is just if Luis was here, we could weigh in on Spanish. Possessive pronouns, they're also reflexive pronouns. We'll not get into them, but because we already had possessive pronouns show up in our homework and in our curriculum, I felt, why not? So possessive pronouns, so mine, right? So sheli, I think we spoke about this word. Sheli is mine. So that the first words the Hebrew child utters. Sheli. Right? Especially if it's in a kindergarten, it's like sheli. Right, Yoav? Sheli. אתה יודע מה זה שלי?
Human nature.
מה זה? Sheli is mine. Yeah. That's why some psychologists are certain that communism simply cannot work because it's so deeply ingrained in their psyche. Sheli, right? Cannot share. Sheli. Shalcha is yours. Say maybe Torah. Okay, Torah. Shalcha. Your Torah. And Torah shelach. Torah shelcha. Torah shelach. Torah shelcha. Torah shelcha. תפוח שלך, ספר שלך, משקפיים שלך, משקפיים, glasses שלך, חולצה שלך,
Babuk.
שעון, watch שלך, שיער, hair שלך. Just giving you a little bit of, okay? His hers, שלו. ספר שלו. I'm pointing this way. I'm not pointing at you because this is you, but this is his. It's not yours, it's his. So if you do, so like this, when you go, אני, אתה, את, הוא, he. It'll help you. It's weird, but trust me, it'll help you. Because you will get the proximity of that, right? Because אני, את, אתה, הוא, he. I don't know where. Over there somewhere. Who, he. Okay. I find maybe it's just me being weird.
So okay, those two without the nikud are the same spelling, is that correct? Shalcha and
Same
shalach.
spelling, but so
Context, of course.
well, context, of course, but because you're reading them differently, so they have a different nikud.
Mhm.
The nikud would be different.
Mhm.
But if you're encountering it in a book, they'll look exactly the same, right? So that's where context will tell you.
Mhm.
When you're reading a novel in Hebrew, you will not find the nikud. You'll have a sense of his being,
Mhm.
and writers would flash it out somehow.
Mhm.
Because it's kind of interesting because when you're writing in English, you can even use it as a literary technique. And you can kind of have ambiguity as you're describing a person. You can leave it very ambiguous up until the very end as you're describing somebody because it's a you. Perhaps it's, like you don't know, but it's a dead giveaway in Hebrew because you're using a pronoun. So some things are lost in translation.
Interesting.
You're losing an element of surprise if you want to. Anyway, digressing a little bit, but okay. So shalach, שלך. Now these guys, שלו, שלה, ספר שלו, ספר שלה. Then we're talking about our ספר שלנו. תורה שלנו, רוח שלנו, ישראל שלנו. Okay. You're in the plural masculine. שלכם.
Shalchem. Hem. Hem is Shalchem.
So, Brent, זה טלפון שלכם. ברנט ומיכל זה טלפון שלכם. אוקיי? אבל אם אני אומר למריאלן ולקריסה, אני אומר זה הטלפון שלכם. כן.
Okay, so
So what is that? Is it or is that short?
שלכם.
Shalchem.
Yeah, the K and the H should indicate a ch. So there are a couple ways to do it. One with a C, one with a K. I think Brent can have this conversation. There are different techniques about how to spell the ch. And there's an academic way, they even have labels to them. And some mix them up and mash them up. Like I do. Okay. Now there would be שלהם or שלהן. ספר שלהן, שולחן, table שלהן. שלהם, their guys. Okay. Okay, I hope you remember everything we just went through. I was just kidding. I do not expect you to, but here's a helpful chart, a helpful table. We have the singular pronouns on the right, with the transliteration column in green. And then you'll see you, he, she, right? The English pronouns in the parentheses, it'll tell you if it's masculine or feminine. Right? So misunderstood? That interesting. Okay. Okay, let's try to sound these out together. Okay. Very helpful to do with the hands. Okay, so I'll do it once and then we'll do it again and you'll do it with me. Okay? Ani, ata, at, hu, he. Okay. Now together. Ani, ata, at, hu, he. Okay. So help you a little bit to kind of navigate like spatially where this is going. Okay, so now in the plural, אנחנו, אתם, אתן, הם, הן. Okay? אנחנו, אתם, אתן, הם, הן. Okay. All right. Practice makes perfect. That's the only thing I can say. Okay? Yeah. And the hand motion helps a little bit because it'll help you figure out, are you talking about yourself? Are you talking about the guy standing right in front of you, or somebody over there you're talking in reference to only? Okay. I'll send it to you. There's another chart right here. There's some biblical stuff here as well, kind of sprinkled on top. So you can also say not only ani, but you can also say anochi. Anochi is also another way of saying I. Ata and at are the same. Hu and he are the same, but sometimes he will appear as a hu, but we will have a chirik underneath the hey, which will give it the pronunciation that's supposed to be there. But it's very rare that he appears in this particular spelling. Very likely a spelling error or a scribal error, and it just got so ingrained within the text, and you cannot change the text. Like you cannot even touch the text, and so it got but the Nikud remains. So while this describes copy meticulously, people pronounce it in a very meticulous way as well, and it preserves it. So even when they see something, they write it. Okay, anachnu is the same, and like I said, anu is another way of saying it. It's not only biblical; it's also used in modern Hebrew. You can also say anu. It kind of sounds though a little bit more formal, although it's the shorter version. Like you would think that the shorter version would win out, but not here. Anachnu is more commonly used. So atem, you, masculine plural, aten. There's also another version of aten, is atena, not used in modern. Just atem and aten. Maybe you want to know. There's also hem, they, third masculine plural, and hema. would be another version of it, another, again, not used in modern Hebrew. Then hen and henna. Henna is another version that's used in the Bible. And this might be helpful. It kind of breaks it down into this nice little table here. You can see first what's masculine, what's feminine, and then if it's common, both masculine and feminine, it's going to just occupy the entire space. And the alternative versions are in parentheses. What you want to learn and memorize and practice is the ones that are not in parentheses. Everything else is kind of extra. Okay? It's a lot, but it felt like we're encountering a lot of these pronouns. And maybe I think it was a time to kind of lay it out for you to have it in front of you. There are also reflexive pronouns. We will not cover.
What's it called?
Reflexive?
Reflexive.
No. It's like myself.
Oh,
Myself here, yourself, themselves, yourselves. So don't worry about that. But the pattern would be, you know, identifiable once you get to once you get this one settled, be good to go. Okay? Yay! Awesome. Yay. Okay. All right, let's continue going through the letters. We love the letters. Yeah. So I think we're making a very good progress here, and I think maybe we can stress this out a little bit more. Once we'll get over the whole thing, you'll really have a good grasp on reading, and then that in turn will help you out. Okay? So last time we covered the letter Yod, or Yud, sometimes it's called. Then we practiced breathing, it was really nice. And we added some words to our vocabulary, like Yerushalayim, Yodea, Haya, and Yele. And the phrase here in this little square thing. Shalom al Israel. Shalom al Israel. Yeah. Okay.
How's that middle one for?
Al.
Oh,
Yes. So Ein with a chatach. One syllable word. It's a preposition on or upon. Okay. All right. What is this one? Vav. Okay, that's kind of interesting. V as in very straight. You have to include another word. Very, like very what? I don't know, very straight. Okay.
to help you.
Very
with
good.
straight up.
Straight now. Okay. So Vav makes the V sound. We've encountered it with all sorts of vowel markings that would give us more so, well, like a vowel type use. But it has its own inherent sound, which is V. And depending on the vowel markings next to it, it'll make different sounds. So this is ve, va, va, ve, ve, vi, vi, o. Right? Because we know with the olam, it's the o sound.
Oh.
Not on its own, because on its own it will not make, like on its own, like this is nonsensical, like it doesn't really mean anything. But here it will be vo. This is like having a vowel without anything. It has to have something before it, preceding it. And vai. Vai. Very good Jewish sound. Vai, 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 vai.
Why?
Why? Why? Why did that?
Well, maybe ve is more of a Jewish sound. Oi ve. Okay. Okay, number 2. Let's get right into it. Who wants to try and read number 2? Bavakasha.
네, 위,
Vi,
위, 어, 위, 아,
who,
후, 우다,
yes.
바,
It's a hard one.
예, 예, 예하, 헤이, 야히, 야히, okay, 바, 야, or no, 이,
Like the cholam.
요,
Yo.
매, 매,
Mer.
매, ו... yeah, והוא,
Who.
והוא,
Right, it's a pronoun. Who,
הוא,
right? Who,
והיא,
he,
והיא,
Mhm.
ו- והיא, ועד,
the,
ועד.
yes. Okay, good. All right, מספר 3, מי רוצה? צריך לקרוא את זה.
I can do number 3 if you want.
אוקיי? ילנה, בבקשה.
ועד, וי, וי, כי, מלא,
מל,
מל, ו, או, הורה, הווה, ולא היי,
yes.
דוד.
Right. Very good reading. Good job, Yelena.
Thank you. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay, מספר 4, מי רוצה?
אני רוצה.
בבקשה.
ודוד בא יושע בא איש על שווה שמע שווה Haya.
Yes. What not about this one? It might be counterintuitive, but it's actually pronounced shav. The aleph in the end is quiescent. It's not really doing anything.
So what about the ayin before, right before that, the ayin at the end?
Which one?
Shema?
Ishma.
Shema?
Shema?
Yeah, right there.
Shema.
Shema.
Yeah.
So that, the ayin one goes,
So yeah. So basically, if you would do this,
Shema, yeah,
you would read the same.
okay. They are silent version.
There's no vowel markings below, is that
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. It's
Any sound really, or?
it's part of the root. There are some words that have like gutturals at the root of the word, and they just, like it's just a construction of the Hebrew and other Semitic languages stuff there. Occasionally, as verbs conjugate, they'll behave differently. Especially weak verbs, but let's link that to that. Oops. Oh. If you want in. That's not good. I'm gonna miss out on these. It's one thing. Right. All right. Okay. Well, here we're kind of given all the translations. They did some work for us, but the good thing is that we can still improve. Okay, let's just continue. Let's do 5 and 6 together. 5 ו-6 ביחד. מי רוצה לנסות? 5 ו-6. 5 and 6. Mary Ellen.
Bereshit. Vayomer. Elohim. Or.
Yeah, good reading. Really nice. Bereshit is just a word in the beginning. Bereshit. Vayomer Elohim. Vayomer is and, right? Va is like ve, so and. Yomer, he said, who said, Elohim, God, Yehi, let there be, all is light. Right? And then 7 would be the same. We don't have to reread that one, but Yehi, all, and here's that Vav again, but Yehi, all. And there was light. Okay. מספר 8. Only 8. רק 8.
Okay, I can do that. 8.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Vayivra Elohim et ha'adam.
Adam. Right. Good
God
job.
created man.
Yes. And God Created man. And you can see the verb comes first, right? Vayizra.
Uh-huh.
And he created, who created? God, Elohim. Et Adam. Created man. Okay. מספר 9. אני רוצה לנסות מספר 9. Somebody who hasn't tried before. All right. Gonna be calling upon people. Nico, you're too quiet.
I'm over here struggling, trying to figure it out in peace and quiet.
Okay, let's do it together.
No problem.
Okay.
All right.
Take it a letter at a time and Nikud at a time.
Okay.
Syllable at a time.
All right. So is that vai vayo or vai
Va'i.
vot?
Yep, great. See, you can do it.
Okay. Va yeah, vayo
Yep, that's right.
vayovim
Bayom.
vayom. Okay,
So
vayom.
the last one is the mem sufit. It's the mem, but it takes the sufit form. When
Okay.
it's the last in the word.
Vayom. Okay. And then hashem hashev hashev bi biri
V.
hash ve.
Yeah, that's right. See?
Okay. Thank you.
That's awesome. Okay, so see, so if you take it slowly, one letter, one syllable at a time, you will do it. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's doable, right? Va, ish, vot, ba, yo, ha, she, vi, i. Vaishvot, bayom, hashvi'i. Okay? Vaishvot, and he rested bayom hashvi'i on the seventh day. All right. Thank you, Nico. Okay, מספר 10. מי רוצה לעשות מספר 10?
I can do it.
Okay,
והוא היה, והוא הווה,
yep, great.
והוא יהיה.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yihye.
יהיה.
Yeah.
Which word means always?
Okay, so from the top, vehu haya, and he was, and he is, and he will be. So always is not really there. So,
Okay.
so that's why we're doing this, because like sometimes they give you a translation that's a little bit more on the
Not
dynamic
precise.
side. Yeah, yeah. So he will be. This is kind of like the picture of God's name. So when you think about Yahweh, right, it's kind of like a composite of Haya, Hoveh, and Ihyeh. So what was, what is, and what will be. In some sense. At least that's one of the theories of the name of God. Okay. מספר 11. מי רוצה לנסות מספר 11? Any takers? Melanie wants to do it, but Melanie's muted. There you go. Okay, I still cannot hear you for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I
Yes,
can hear you.
my speaker set to my headset for work.
All right.
Number 11?
Yes, please.
Okay. ומעולם ועד עולם אתה אל.
All right, good job. Great reading. Thank you. Ume'olam. So, when did it translate it forever and ever you are God? Which is one way of translating it, right? Ume'olam v'ad olam. So the word olam is a little bit, it's kind of an interesting word. So olam is kind of like eternity, but it's also, it could mean age as well. So from age to age, you are God. Okay, מספר 12. מי רוצה מספר 12?
I can do it if you want.
Okay.
והגית
Mhm,
בו
mhm,
אומם,
mhm,
יומם
mhm.
ולילה.
Yes. Good reading, you guys. Everybody is doing a good job reading. Awesome. Okay, Vehagita bo yomam v'layla. We have a little bit of a bias in this curriculum, I suppose. And you shall study it, in parentheses, the Torah, day and night, which is great, but I'm going to look at what the Hebrew says for a second. Vehagita bo. So it comes from the verb haga, which is almost like to mutter to oneself, to ponder, to meditate upon as well, right? Ba is in it or in him, right? It's some sort of like it's a reference to a masculine noun of some sort, right? It could be in it could be in him, right? Hagita bo, and you will ponder upon it, you'll meditate on it, or on him, yomam, v'layla, day and night. Yomam is another construct for the word yom. We'll not get into the conjugation of that one. Like, I don't think it's helpful. V'layla and night. All right. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes quiet.
Yeah.
So quiet. At least now I see faces. I see Julia's face. I see Elena's face. Melanie's face. So wonderful. Okay. And then they left us with this little phrase. Lo tisa shema shav. Shall not bear a false rumor. Might be an old Hebrew idiom. I don't remember it this way. I remember it as reading Lo tisa shema lashav, but I can check. It might be just a way, like an older rendering of the same way. But yeah, but it's essentially so tisa is to carry, shema is a rumor, shab is in vain. But don't worry about that one. Okay, don't worry about that one. Poof, disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be it for today. Questions? You have them?
Is Toa masculine or feminine?
Hmm?
Toa is masculine or feminine?
One would be feminine. Yeah. So nouns will have nouns will be either feminine or masculine, but it doesn't give you anything about the meaning of the word really. Like it doesn't really, especially when we're talking about like objects like a book or a car or whatever, like it doesn't really matter if the masculine or feminine, but they do carry gender. But when you're
Only
talking
man
about
matters.
about like man, woman, like those carry gender in their
What
meaning.
made me wonder was the word boat. Because I was like, well, if that's like referring to like a masculine reference.
Yeah, so
Number 12. the
this
word
is
boat.
this is a preposition. Okay, so it's a suffix. So be is in, ba laila, ba yom, right? And bo is the masculine suffix that's attached to it. So it's a preposition and a pronoun contained in that. So fun.
Is the Toa always feminine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because God refers to himself as masculine and this is um, part of like how he say it? So much of part of him or how
So
like so
whenever it comes to
complementary to God or
so I would say I would go with no on there. So nouns carry gender, but I think that when we do that, we're reading more into something that is not there.
I didn't know if that was more of a common theme. I guess that was my
Yeah.
question. I didn't know if that was an example.
I would just vote no.
Okay.
Okay, no.
Perfect.
All right, if this is it, then thank you so much for coming or for tuning in. And see you with Both Hashem next week.
תודה רבה.
בבקשה.
תודה. לילה טוב.
לילה טוב.
לילה טוב, להתראות.
I don't think we've ever